Social media. Is it isolating us instead of bringing us together? If you haven't used social media before, you definitely have heard of it. This newer technology, founded circa the 2000s, has gripped society by storm with its ability to connect people from all around the world online. As you can see on the graph provided, the number of internet users has skyrocketed since the mid-90s. A lot of this is due to the development of social media and the rise in its popularity. The most familiar sites you may have heard of include Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, TikTok, Pinterest, Twitter, and Reddit. Users of these platforms find value in being able to socialize online via their phones or computers with friends, family, and even strangers, posting pictures of their lives, sharing thoughts and ideas, and learning information and communicating through instant messaging. While these traits of social media help to connect with others, there's a darker side that usually isn't recognized. Consistent use of these platforms has made the generation of technology dependent on it while allowing them to be open to criticism and bullying from others. It also causes users to lose productivity throughout the day, replacing real-life experiences with those made online. These sites have also taken away a large percentage of in-person socializing and mental health coping skills from younger people aged 14 to 25. Social media was designed as a tool to help us connect no matter the distance. However, consistent and prolonged use of this newer technology may actually be causing chronic loneliness and contributing to the mental illness epidemic. With the boom in popularity of social media, it has evolved significantly from the early 2000s platforms of MySpace and LinkedIn that were the foundation for what we have today. These sites were developed to connect people, allowing them to build their profiles and share content. Today, social media has much more emphasis on business, filling our feed with curated ads based upon what we view online, though it also allows people to build their small businesses and spread ideas. It's also used more today for storytelling through video rather than just photos and blog posts. Social media use is proving to be way more than just an innocent way to connect with loved ones, meet people, and share information. It is also contributing to a dramatic increase in feelings of loneliness, especially amongst users 18 to 24. As you can see in the two graphs provided on the slide, the graph of the rise in social media use correlates with the graph of rising behavioral health problems. Both are increasing at a similar rate within the same time frames. Many of the graphs recognize depression and anxiety as their diagnosable mental health disorders, although chronic loneliness goes undertreated and underreported in most cases, or lumped in with depression symptoms. The AMA Journal of Ethics describes loneliness as the feeling we get when our need for rewarding social contact and relationships is not met. It seems to affect people regardless of their race or ethnicity, but mainly found in 18 to 24-year-olds of all genders. If you start to have accumulation or worsening of negative feelings such as this after using social media, you're not alone. It is a newer topic of research that is currently being studied to prove that these platforms promote an unhealthy comparison of our lives to the lives of others. Use of these platforms can be identified as passive and active. Passive use includes scrolling or viewing without any interaction, while active use involves posting and interacting with others. And whether you're passively or actively using social media in any of its forms, the outcome is the same, seeing a significant increase in feelings of loneliness and dissatisfaction. Many people use these social media sites to break away from reality, or maybe they use them to connect with others in hopes of feeling a sense of inclusion. Although in-person interactions are still the most effective strategy to combat feelings of isolation, people may sometimes find the support they need in virtual communities. The internet is a great place to find resonating content. For example, someone who has been through psychological trauma might find comfort in an online community that also has had that same experience. This makes the internet a versatile place where everyone can find their niche. Because of this, many people find themselves unable to break away from their screens and have difficulty forming social connections outside the internet, sometimes spending so much time online to the point where it takes up most of their focus and time in the day. According to the AMA Journal of Ethics, internet addiction is compulsive internet use, which manifests as addiction symptoms and withdrawal signs when the user is not connected to the internet, as well as the impairment of life activities, including work and at home. Problematic internet use is much more common and is defined as internet misuse, which has a generally negative impact on the internet user's life. Loneliness and social media use can create a cycle. Someone feeling lonely might turn to social media to find a connection. These people then feel lonelier with use and in turn find themselves on social media to try to alleviate these feelings, which creates an unbroken cycle. To break out of this loop without giving up social media completely is difficult, and most people probably don't know that they're stuck in it. A way to remove the burden is to spend less time on social media. It is so easy to pick up the phone and fall into an endless scroll of short videos designed to keep and catch your attention. Limiting time on social media is hard, but with the help of a timer to track your screen time and cut you off when you reach your limit is worthwhile. Lastly, it is found to be beneficial to follow organizations that inspire you. For example, if a Peace Corps post about helping children in Haiti inspires you to go out and volunteer at your local food bank, then social media is doing more good than harm. Another hurdle facing people when considering spending less time online is FOMO. FOMO stands for fear of missing out and is described by the Journal of Social and Clinical Psychology as the worry that other people are having more rewarding experiences or that a person is missing out on valuable opportunities. This fear might stem from an insecurity in oneself or life experiences because of a comparison to other people. Social media highlights the most exciting aspects and moments of a person's life, which can create unrealistic standards for others. When looking online, it's important to remember that not everything you see is reality. Not everyone's lives lives the exact life that they portray on their online profiles. There are a lot of behind-the-scenes and mundane everyday events that we all experience that do not get broadcast online. This is mostly because they aren't glamorous, or they're not going to boost likes and views when compared to vacation blogs and carefully planned photos. To avoid comparisons and negative mental health symptoms, take everything online with a grain of salt. Not everything is how it's appearing. There's a connection between mental health, loneliness, and social media, all increased in cases and usage since the 2000s when the platforms were developed. These sites have seen exponential growth, and researchers at Pennsylvania University have concluded that as of March 2018, 68% of adults in the United States had a Facebook account, and 75% of these people reported using Facebook on a daily basis. Moreover, 78% of adults who are aged 18 to 24 use Snapchat, while 71% of young adults use Instagram. As U.S. population caught on to this new invention of communication and self-expression, the negative traits of use started to emerge. People use each site differently, according to what they're interested in participating in. Instagram for posting pictures of themselves or their lives, Snapchat for photo communication with friends, and Facebook for written and photographic posts. Because there's so many platforms and different uses for all of them, they have varying outcomes on our mental health. University of Pennsylvania also evaluated that self-reported Facebook and Instagram usage have been found to correlate positively with symptoms of depression, both directly and indirectly. Higher usage of Facebook has been discovered to be associated with lower self-esteem, as well as greater loneliness. Higher usage of Instagram is also correlated with body image issues. This study found a drastic difference in the effects that social media has on women versus men, with women being more susceptible to negative influences about their body and appearance. This constant exposure to idealized images and lifestyles can lead to feelings of low self-esteem and anxiety. The pursuit of validation through likes, comments, and views can create a dependency on external approval, in turn increasing a person's stress levels. To limit these feelings of inadequacy about a person's appearance or lifestyle, it can be helpful to start using the unfollow button, to eliminate profiles from the feed that are likely to trigger these emotions of jealousy or sadness. With the addictive traits of social media and the increase in those using it, it makes it harder to delete accounts or stay offline despite the negative side effects. In today's society, adolescents already have a lot of responsibilities and stressors, keeping a good academic standing, deciding what career they want to establish, and saving money for their future goals, all while on a journey of self-discovery. Social media has made these points a gray area with the ability to size up social statuses, careers, educational opportunities, and life timelines of others. This unfair comparison to others' lives can alter the way people feel about their own, possibly leading to dissatisfaction and poor mental health. Youth culture is being severely affected by mental health disorders, most of which are hard to accurately diagnose without professional help. Social media use has increased these emotions by allowing exposure to comparisons with other people, processing the judgment of peers, online bullying, internet addiction, and feelings of isolation. There is a chain in cause and effect with social media creating a sense of increased loneliness, which leads users to keep using these sites to alleviate these symptoms. In turn, if these younger populations are continually stuck in this cycle, it could lead to a higher number of high school dropouts and higher rates of depression and suicide across the board if a balance is not discovered soon. To achieve this balance, curate your experience to what inspires you. Practice mindfulness when using social media sites and set boundaries by taking breaks from usage and limiting screen time. By becoming aware of your interactions with social media, you can be more proactive in avoiding the negative symptoms while you still have this useful tool in your back pocket. Thank you.